It's a dark time for the world. Terrorism has left our country in shambles, and the brave men in uniform that once protected this country have now given up. After 9/11, Superman decided to return to his home planet, Krypton. Spider-Man left New York and crawled up a web somewhere. He's not been seen since. And Batman, interestingly enough, decided to move to Ridgeway.
When I first heard that Batman was coming to town, I was ecstatic.
When I was young, I used to wear my mother's red drapes around the house and pretend I was Robin.
I have always loved Batman. He is such a man-hunk.
Batman? I love Batman. I'm a huge fan.
I don't mean to brag or anything, but I'm probably Batman's #1 fan. I've got all the action figures, all the collectibles. I just love them.
I'm shocked. I just can't believe he picked this town.
Batman? Coming to Ridgeway? Well, it's about damn time.
Yeah, it's true. When Batman first came to town, a lot of people were excited, but I wasn't in the slightest. The name's Brett Maves. My father's Bart Maves. He's running for mayor. Anyway, I knew that from the moment Batman came to town that he was gonna be trouble. Big trouble. It all started shortly after Batman arrived in the late summer of 2005. You see, when he first came, he showed a lot of promise. He kept an eye on our neighborhood, helped citizens get through their daily problems, and kept out of harm's way. But as time went on, boredom seemed to overtake the man, and he became a bit of a menace.
My first real spotting of Batman was just in a local park. I'd been out for an early morning jog when I saw somebody passed out on one of the benches. As I got closer, I realized it was him, Batman. So I stayed back in the distance for a while and snapped off a few photographs. Eventually he just woke up and sauntered off on his merry way.
I was on my way home from work one day when I saw Batman. Because at this point I noticed he'd really taken a turn for the worse. There he was. Hadn't shaved in days, putting on a little weight. He was just digging through the garbage. I don't know what he was looking for, what he was trying to achieve. He just looked like a bum. Anyways, he caught me taking some pictures, then he just darted off. I haven't seen him since.
I guess at first people felt compassion towards the man, but things got out of hand quickly. And when he slandered my father's political career, that's when he crossed the line.
I don't know what the man was thinking, but somehow Batman thought he could run for mayor in the next election. And instead of registering and running his own campaign, he just ripped mine off and started vandalizing my election signs. The guy crossed the line. I had no choice. I sent my son out to deal with him.
Everyone in this town knows that if you mess with one Maves, you mess with us all. And I wasn't about to let this dickhead get the best of my dad. I first got a report that he was hanging out in the woods right behind a children's daycare. I went to go check it out, and sure enough, there he was. I also found him washing himself off in someone's private pond. I then caught him red-handed vandalizing one of my father's signs. Shortly after that, I started spreading the word, and I urged any citizens with pictures of Batman to come forward.
Well, I came out this morning to get my paper. I noticed something was weird. The hot tub was open. I walk over to find a man, a Batman, completely passed out. I tried to wake him. He tried to get out, fell completely on his face. He was completely disoriented. I ran in to call the police. By the time I called, he was gone, just ran away. And the weirdest part, that he was naked.
I don't know if it was the way that Miss Barnhart spoke about him, or just the feeling I had in my stomach, but something told me that Batman would be coming back around. And so I waited for a couple days before returning to her house. When I did, I found that Batman had returned, and that he'd been living in her trailer. Now I bet you're wondering how my face got so cut up. We see, one day I got tipped off that Batman was spending his afternoons smoking up in the park behind the arena. I went there to check it out, and what I found was much worse. Batman was urinating in public. Anyway, this time he caught me taking pictures of him, and let's just say he wasn't too pleased. I will no longer be taking pictures of Batman, as he has filed for a restraining order against me. My only hope is that these images prove that Batman is a menace, and that he should not be welcome to roam the streets of Ridgeway. This election month, I urge you, vote Bart Maves for mayor, not Batman.
Miss Barnhart, can we have a minute of your time, please?
No, you can't. Sorry, I have things to do.
We'd like to talk to you about your alleged relationship with Batman.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We heard you've been harboring him in that trailer right there. Is there any truth to this allegation?
No.
Miss Barnhart, just a minute of your time, please. We'd like to